Welcome to What the It's like Pawn Stars if you replace the aw in pawn with an OR. Let's get a preview of tonight's show from Bill Morgan in the newsroom. Bill, what do we have in store for tonight's show?
Anyway, tonight's stories. First up, are you the kind of person that carries a lucky rabbit's foot? And if you are, have you ever stopped to consider the irony? I mean, how freaking lucky was that particular rabbit? If you have even half the luck that he did, I feel bad for you. But be that as it may, such practices are known as magical thinking. And tonight the panel is going to discuss whether or not their practice of wearing the same underwear for every taping makes them more or less like Albus Dumbledore. And speaking of gay British dudes like Dumbledore, and seriously, is there anybody out there who was actually surprised when J.K. Rowling announced that Dumbledore was gay? I mean, the hats. It's a dead giveaway. Even if you put aside for the moment his apparent love for collecting antique furniture, the hats should have clued you in. Be that as it may, while we're talking about gay British dudes, we're going to discuss, or the panel will rather, whether or not the country that gave us David Bowie, Boy George, and Morrissey could actually develop a fad wherein boys kiss boys. We expect the discussion to be tongue-in-cheek. Here's a quiz for the panel. I'm driving down the road. I can't get my drug dealer on my dashboard Bluetooth. I can't find that Peruvian restaurant on the GPS. And my Timbuktu bag, the one with the on the passenger seat. Okay, yes, I'm a hipster douchebag. And I'm an angry hipster douchebag. But the question for the panel, what am I driving? And finally, looking at this panel, and as you all know, it's a very painful thing to do, you feel a certain certainty that at some point or another, and probably more frequently than they care to admit, they've either uttered or heard the phrase, "Is it in yet?" The question for them is, does this qualify as asking for directions? Jim?
Bill, thank you, and we'll get back to you at the end of the show. Okay, they're on the cutting edge without any preconceived notions and ahead of the curve. But enough about genital tattoo artists. Let's meet our guest. Starting with the person in the farthest from me, she's cuter than two kittens pooping on each other, which is cute, so cute it's kind of gross. She's a writer and performer in the comedy troupe Suburban Squirrels. It's Teresa Condon. Next to her, it's former Starbucks and Pete's barista and midget cage fighter James Ilg. Congratulations, James. I hear you and your mixed tag team partner, Olga, mixed sack puncher, may be doing a cameo on the Learning Channel show Little Big World. In the middle chair, it's host of the KMBT show King's Connection. It's Rusty King. If Charm was an ambulance, paramedics would come inside of him. Finally, he's always closing because he's so imposing. It's salesman Scott Birch. If strong opinions were rusty hinges, janitors would oil him up until he stopped squealing. Issue number 1. Superstition, fact or fiction. Scientists at the University of Cologne, one of the best-smelling colleges in the world, have challenged the conclusion that superstitious thoughts bear no causal influence on future outcomes. Now, it's not like saying that rubbing that lucky rabbit's foot or wearing that same shirt for a week will directly turn the tide in your favor, but suggests that the lucky charm may help you tap in the power of positive thinking. To test the theory, experimenters brought participants into the lab and measured how many of 10 golf putts they could make from the same location. When the experimenters handed the golf ball to the participant, they either mentioned that the ball had turned out to be lucky in previous trials or that the ball had simply been one of everyone had used so far. The mere suggestion that the ball was lucky significantly improved performance, causing participants to make almost an average of 2 more putts. To further the test's theory, they also asked participants to bring a lucky charm of their own from home and gave them a memory test, one with the charm and one without the charm. Again, participants performed better when they had their lucky charms, just like that little leprechaun. But you know who doesn't need any luck? This guy. That's insane. Wow. You know, that guy always gets the best parking spot. So I'm going to go to you, James. You buy this?
Absolutely, man. I mean, because I'm wearing my lucky thong, got my lucky shoes, I got my lucky little charm down here. Better not pan down there.
Is that what you name it?
Nah. The ladies name it.
By ladies, do you mean the guys down at the midget cage fighting gym?
Olga? Nah.
Ah, okay. Well, okay. Yeah. She aims a little lower, right?
Yeah, sometimes a little bit too low.
A little bit too low?
Yeah, then
All
my
right.
other two lucky gems are at risk.
All right. Okay, so how about you, Rusty? You buying this study?
First of all, I think the guy who's so lucky making that flip, what put him in the wheelchair? You know, like how many times did he miss it first? But no, seriously for a moment here, I truly think that luck, what we believe in, good luck or bad luck, it's kind of like religion, where if you believe in it, it's going to make your life stronger and more positive. So, you know, if you have your lucky charm, whatever that is, you know, it's going to create a positive force.
That's what she said.
Teresa, what about you? You buying this?
Well, Jim, this really speaks to me because I ran track in high school, and my pre-race ritual was I could not shower or shave anything for a week before competition. And I truly believe this helped because come race time, I mean, I would always win, usually by default because no one wanted to be near me, but still, it worked.
Oh, well, there you go.
Wow.
So do you have any other superstitious rituals?
Miss Unwashed.
And unshaven.
That doesn't, not now, guys. This is just before a competition.
Oh,
I don't race.
now it's better.
Oh.
Okay.
And when she I think when she meant track, she meant World Pole
Yeah.
Dancing Championship.
So it's not your lucky TV show ritual?
Poor guys. I wouldn't. No, I won't talk about that one.
Okay. Oh.
Oh, there you go. Okay. What about you, Scott? Are you superstitious?
No, I'm not superstitious. As a matter of fact, I used to believe in this greatly, and now I've been totally soured by it. I mean, I've been rubbing my little collage of my Megan Fox wall forever, and she still has not shown up on my door.
Oh,
So
she's
I
pretty
think I'm just
hot.
going to have to go back to just staring at her through binoculars from afar and just, plan about killing her with duct tape and sharp instruments.
When you're rubbing the images of Megan Fox, do you have the Christina Aguilera song "I'm a Genie in a Bottle" playing in the background too?
I love that song.
As a matter of fact, I do, and I have a nice little remix of I wear my sunglasses at night.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Yeah.
So, for the superstitious people at the end of the table, so this is the skeptical side, and that's the crazy superstitious side. Now that you know this story, have I ruined all your superstitious rituals for you?
No, I just feel sorry for these guys. They got nothing going for them.
Yeah?
Yes, you have.
Oh, sorry.
Thanks a lot.
You're not going to sue me or anything, are you?
No.
Well, good luck with that. But anyway, all right. Issue number 2. Have the boys in the UK gone gay in the UK? And does the land of the stiff upper lip let the tongue slip? A new study finds that same-sex lip locks amongst straight men are the norm in British universities and high schools. The trend reflects a move towards a, quote, nicer and softer ideal of masculinity, according to Eric Anderson, a sociology professor at Bath University in England. Anderson conducted in-depth interviews with 145 British university and high school students and discovered that 89% of them had kissed a male heterosexual friend on the lips at some point. A total of 37% had engaged in sustained kissing with another man. The men all identified themselves as straight, and they did not see the kissing as sexual. Anderson contends the trend towards male same-sex smooches has skyrocketed recently. According to him, it began on professional soccer fields, where players often share exuberant kisses after goals. Yeah, who knew a soccer so popular? That made kissing between men acceptable for college and high school players. And then the players themselves took the same behavior while clubbing, spreading the trend to non-athletes. Sounds like a disease rather than a trend, doesn't it? Anyways, let's see here. That trend apparently is heading to America. As studies of American college soccer players suggest that 20% of those men have kissed another man. For more, we turn to our sports correspondents Biff and Ted. B&T, your comments? I guess that's a new way of interpreting pressing the flesh. Well, let's see here, Scott. You're an athlete. You used to be an athlete. Are you buying this?
I'm buying it just because it has to do with soccer. I mean, there's a reason why we don't play soccer here in the United States. Why we don't play it well or even really like to play it. Because this is what happens to you. You become confused and don't realize you don't want to friggin' lip lock with your best friend, John. It's horrible. I buy it because it's Europe and it's soccer.
Okay, so you don't think it's going to be coming to America?
I can only hope not.
All right. So you're not going to be embracing this trend. You're going to be resisting it with all you can.
I will chase this trend down with pitchforks and torches.
All right. I'm going to go to you, Teresa, since I'm sure the idea of man-on-man kissing is ratings gold. So what you buying this?
That's pretty hot.
Is that?
Yeah, it might take a while to get from Britain to the East Coast to the West Coast, but
Now,
I'm looking forward to it.
Now, do you think that women like you have some responsibility for this? When you go clubbing, you shoot all the guys down, and the only way they can get get their attention is to just smooch each other?
Desperation?
Yeah.
Well, I believe in one part of the article it did say that one guy said that he kissed his best friend because he wanted these two girls to make out, and so yeah.
Oh, so kind of like
it's a desperate, it's like a last resort type of thing for sure, definitely.
So almost like the second American Pie movie.
Who would choose making out with a guy over a girl, really?
I don't know. You tell me.
Oh wait, actually, yeah, okay.
So James, you actually I remember when I was talking to you about in the production meeting, and I told you this was going to be one of the stories. You actually shaved. So are you looking forward to this?
You know what? Actually, I was quite a bit alarmed and concerned when I heard about this. So I did a little further digging, and here's the research that I found. Seems that this sociology professor, number one, he did his study in his own private office, and number two, he was kicked out by the Catholics.
I didn't know he was Catholic. There you go. I mean, well, all right. Rusty, what do you think? Are you looking forward to this?
I'm secure enough in my masculinity to wear this gay as hell shirt.
AKA
but
gay.
That's as far as it goes for me. Live and let live, but maybe if the big guy in the video chose to do that with me, I'd have no choice. But other than that, it's not for me.
Oh, okay. Well,
okay.
Live and let live in the UK, I say.
Well,
yeah.
I don't know. Have you guys noticed
it's a song? I think.
Have you guys noticed the college and high school age boys here in America doing any of this behavior?
No.
I don't know. How's your boyfriend doing?
No.
He's
not in high school.
Or college.
How's the cub doing?
Just last year.
I was just, Well, no, I thought.
Thanks for asking.
Well, no, but I mean, didn't she? I thought she went to BYU, Brigham Young University.
I went to BYU. No, I was in France last year, and I did notice it's not just in England that guys kiss other guys.
France has been doing this for quite some time. I don't think there's any shock there.
I always thought it was cheek on cheek as opposed to lip on lip, but hey, what else?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Now we're approaching our first break. He didn't leave PETA. PETA left him. James Egg will tell us why real animal lovers love their meat after our next break.